G'day everyone. I think we're live. Oh, that was annoying. I started a live stream and I don't know what happened. It didn't connect to my camera, so I had to redo it. Except I was spending 15 minutes on how to stop it, so then I could just delete it and make this new one. Didn't actually figure that out, so I just set that live stream as private and it's still running. It changed this weird setting where there's no button to end the stream. So annoying, but we're here, thankfully. So yeah, we've got a lot of things to talk about today. And I guess I just haven't been around on YouTube for about a month, and so best to just catch up on things before a new upload comes tomorrow or Sunday, which is pretty exciting because it's been 3 weeks. So I'm just gonna give a couple minutes for people to roll in, because then there's no point just talking to myself, is there? So yeah, give it a couple minutes. Also close the door because there's some background noise. It's super distracting. Yeah, okay. Probably wait just another minute. Look at my fish tanks while I'm at it. Why not? Yeah, you can just tell they're doing great. But yeah, there's definitely going to be a video coming on the tanks soon. That's what the video is about. That's coming out, which is exciting. I'm not sure if you've actually read the title or not, but yeah, what I said on it is true, and we'll get to that later on in the stream. If you guys have any questions at all, feel free to leave them in the live chat, not the comments, the live chat, because it really does help the stream move along. So there's actually some things to talk about, or at least some backup things to talk about, because sometimes you can run out of subjects in streams really easily. So that's never fun. Yeah. Also, I don't talk super clearly because I've got braces in, so it's really hard to pronounce some words, and just at times too. So just let me know if I do tend to mumble a little or do what I just did then when I blocked my my face, meaning that the microphone will have trouble picking it up. And yeah, just thought I'd say that. I think it's safe to say. What did I just say? No, I think it's safe to start. So let's see who's in the chat already. We got Jared, JW Aquatics. How's it going, man? Welcome. Yeah, it's been a while. Good to see you in the stream. Pelhams Aquatics, Jeff. How's it going? Nicholas W. How's it going? Yo. G'day, Sammy. Let me know if I mispronounce any of your names, of course. Yeah, it can be kind of hard sometimes. So yeah, I hope you understand, and just yeah, let me know if there's any names you prefer to be called. If there's any names you want to, if there's any names you prefer to be called, just let me know. Katie, how's it going? Aaron Smith, hey to you. So pretty good audience for the first 4 minutes, actually. Especially since I haven't been that active on YouTube. I don't think many people would have gotten the notification. But I guess we just start. So I want to start off with where have I been? I've always just gonna just say what you've been doing, why you haven't been uploading as much as you usually do. In fact, this year has just been it's been really random with uploads through the whole year. It's been really weird. It's sometimes some months I barely upload, some months I do upload. I wouldn't even say months. I say weeks. It's it can be really sudden, and for long periods of time too, on when I'm not uploading. So is a hard struggle because school at the moment is it is hard. I mean, it's not hard, it's just very long, I guess. Since I go to a performing arts school with the cello, they make us stay back on Tuesdays and Wednesdays till 5:30 p.m. for rehearsals. It's not optional, you have to go. By the time I get home, it's dark, I'm really tired, and I've no energy for YouTube and some usually even fish tanks too. Those nights I really do nothing but feed the fish, and that's actually in the morning because I feed the fish in the morning before I go to school. It's always a good habit, and therefore if I squeeze it in right before I go, it's always rushed, but it's usually happens, so that's always good. But yeah, I've just been super tired, lots of stuff happening, so I really haven't found time or energy, mainly energy, sometimes time, but I've got to find time to get inspiration for my fish tanks and to actually like do maintenance on the fish tanks and stuff. So yeah, YouTube is hard as a teenager, at least for me. Maybe I'm just lazy. I'm probably just lazy. You know, what do you expect out of a Aussie teenage boy? I don't know. What did Aaron say? Love your content. Thanks so much, man. Glad to hear. I try. I try. I mean, when I do try, I try hard. I'm glad. I'm glad you enjoy it because when I'm editing my videos, it's kind of funny. Usually, I try to be like as fluent as possible in my sentences and try just say everything without any cuts in that footage, but it's almost impossible. Even if I do get like a clean take, I just end up when I'm editing it, just I edit out all the pauses. Like I just feel like people enjoy more. It's kind of my style, which is wait. I have the stream running. Oh wait, never mind. Anyway, yeah, when I'm editing those like clean takes, I still have the urge to just cut every little space between my speaking. Which actually doesn't take much more time. In fact, I've done it so much that it's just like to just like trim out pauses, and it kind of brings everything together more. It like grabs the attention of the viewer, if you know what I mean. Kind of keeps you guys interested instead of pauses all the time. And my pauses are long, in my opinion. Maybe it's just me hearing my own voice, and it's just how everyone's like. But yeah, I know it's my style. Kind of similar to KFS. Kingfish Simple, he definitely does that too. I originally started doing it from that, and I just loved it and put a bit of my own taste onto it. So yeah, that's I know. I'm actually quite fast with editing videos. Like a 25-minute vlog would take me about 2 hours to edit, which is pretty good if you consider the length of the video. Probably not 2 hours, probably like 3 hours. But still, like usually takes some people like 5-6 hours, which is it's just insane, especially if you have school like me too, or work and that sort of thing, or you're a dad or a mum, or you just got family to attend to. You know what I mean? Um, Katie asked, "What grade are you in?" Year 7. Year 8. Not year 7. I don't know why I said that. Year 8. I'm a year 8. Um. So yeah, I'm not sure where you're set, Katie. I mean, maybe Australia. High chance you're in Australia because not many other countries are usually active this time of the day that I know of, or that are usually watching the channel. So, you know, like what grade that is if you're an Australian or if you do research. I don't know. It's just basically I'm 14. Yes, I'm not afraid to say my age on the stream and just on my channel because it's just a number, in my opinion. Brisbane, Australia, you're in. Okay, so yeah, you know what I mean. Like I'm 14 years old, turned 14 this year. So yeah, year 8, not year 7. I was year 7 last year. Actually, no, Aussie, right? No, I'm repeating. No, I'm not. Anyway, that's not funny, Laz. Whatever. Your videos are fantastic. Thanks, Jeff. I always think Pelham because it's your channel name, but yeah, thanks, Jeff, so much. Yeah, appreciate it. Akadaka t-shirt, very Aussie. Yeah, I actually didn't know AC/DC was Aussie until like about 4 months ago, and I've been listening to the music for like 6 to 8 months, just like willingly with an intention to get the rock and roll vibe out of the music, that sort of thing. But yeah, I really love rock and roll now. That's my main thing now. That's really the only music I listen to. I listen to sometimes 80 when I'm in the mood. I do love like a variety of music. Like I'll listen to basically anything you give me, but in my own time, just rock and roll keeps me going. The main artists I listen to, rock and roll artists, is that a thing? But yeah, the rock and rollers, I don't know, the rock and roll bands that I listen to is yeah, a lot of AC/DC, a lot of Midnight Oil. Those are really just the two Aussie bands that I listen to. I listen to a mix of Guns N' Roses, Foreigners, Rage Against the Killing Machines. I think that's what it's called. It's called. I like always mix up the name a little here and there. Who else do I listen to? I keep looking at the screen. I should look at the camera. Sorry, guys. I know it's in my head somewhere. I listen. Oh well, then there's like just some random rock and roll songs that my dad recommended me. So basically, I'm into dad rock and roll, if you know what I mean. Aussie dad rock and roll. Um, so I love it. I love everything. All about Midnight Oil, AC/DC, and lately I've been getting into Kiss because my challenge is to learn majority of their songs in 2 weeks because we're going to go see them live in Melbourne. Well, I live in Melbourne. Just we're gonna go see them live down the road. For the first time. Well, me for the first time. I think my parents have seen them before. I don't know, but it's gonna be amazing because if you don't know Kiss, you don't know rock and roll. Kiss is like party music, sort of rock and roll. They've got great music, and I've just been listening to them whenever I have the time, just so I can like really get into their songs, so that I can enjoy the concert a lot more. So I think I'm a loving Kiss at the moment, and I think it's definitely going to be part of my rock and roll playlist. A lot of their songs are going to be on there now. Yeah, so really excited for that. There's actually Guns N' Roses concert here in Melbourne in December. I want to go because I love Guns N' Roses. I asked my dad. He hates them. He's like he loves rock and roll, but I don't know what beef he has with Guns N' Roses. He said it's I don't know, the lead singer's voice, but come on, the music's just great. He likes a couple of their songs, but this is not a live stream about rock and roll. Yeah, I get carried away very easily. For those who don't know me that well, obviously. Right, keep up with the chat, Laz. Oh, and I actually forgot to say, g'day, Aussie Aquatic. Colin, how's it going? Thank you for coming today. Hope you're doing well. Been loving your shorts lately. Really good. Even though they're like very simple. Very informative too. Keely, how's it going? Katie, I'm in Brisbane. Yeah, actually I already read that one. Okay. So Colin's at work now, so he'll watch later. No worries, Colin. Aaron's in Brisbane too. Oh, that's cool. So a lot of people live in Brisbane, especially that keep fish. I don't know. It's like some of the best like Aussie websites and companies are based in Brisbane too. The only amazing online plant website that I can think of here in Melbourne is Aquazon, but I think the Pisces Enterprises is like a lot of their warehouses are based in Brisbane or in Queensland at least. It's 4:55 a.m. in the morning in America. Yeah, that's why this isn't an ideal time to stream for the Americans and other people in other places too. But this is like the best Aussie time to go live. So I don't know. I really, that's really the only time I could find to live stream. Katie asks, do you have a favorite ever video / topic you have done so far? Ooh, um, oh yes, I definitely know what that is. The build video for this tank. Oh my god. Um, how could that not be my favorite video that I've ever filmed, and just my favorite project? Like, it's coming together so well. The plants have grown in amazing. So it's been running for about 5 weeks. In fact, there's going to be a proper 5 week update happening, like uploading on this weekend. One point. I've got most of it edited. Just need to add on a couple more clips, and it's basically done. Just a simple vlog style video with the main idea being around this tank. So yeah, this is a 20-liter Kmart tank. The Endler Guppy Jungle. Now, I was told Endler's live bearers are not a guppy, which I think is right, but that is right, I'm pretty sure. So I guess I just have to call this the Endler Jungle. So since they're not a guppy, they're basically Japanese blue Endlers in here. So they're a really nice Endler, very common Endler too. I mean, not super common, but I've seen a lot of people keep them on YouTube before. So I didn't really know about them until I bought them. Saw them at the fish store and loved them. So can't go wrong with love at first sight when it comes to fish. And then we got a chocolate gourami in here. I know tank's too small for a chocolate gourami. He'll be upgrading to a bigger tank soon. But they do need to be in groups. So maybe I'm not sure if I'll keep him long term because I've got other ideas for other tanks stocking wise. That's not to do with chocolate gouramis. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. He's fine in there for now, though. In fact, it's an awesome environment. Now, really, the camera. This is just off my laptop. Really simple setup. You cannot pick up the tank on here, like all the plants and the detail. But like the plants are so green and pink and all the colors that you want them to be, and they're looking very healthy. And we also got lots of fry. So yeah, the Endler Guppies gave fry since we set up the tank. I think they've had 2 batches, maybe. Oh no, not even. Just 1 batch, I reckon, and 4 or 5 fry survived. Very densely planted tank, so probably just a small batch of fry, I guess. But there is like a lot of endlers in here. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, probably about 8 endlers. Can't see them all at once, of course. I did put in a shrimp at one point, like a ghost shrimp, I think it was, or just a cull from like a very bad cull, low grade blue diamond shrimp from ages ago, which I don't keep any shrimp anymore besides that one guy that like hid in one of my tanks and found him when I ripped that tank apart. So I don't know how it's doing in here. I haven't seen it at all, but really it's impossible because like a tank was full of cyanobacteria at one point, and I just left it for 2 months, and I never saw like the shrimp. But of course, there was plenty of open space where I could see the shrimp. I didn't, so I thought it died. And when I was breaking it apart, it was still in that tank, alive and healthy. So it's probably in there. There's like the structure of the driftwood in the rocks provides so many hiding places for the shrimp. So um, I have strong hopes for that shrimp. So yeah, I guess we'll just hopefully see him one day. Uh oh, Colin's based in Melbourne. Melbourne? Oh, I didn't know you were based in Melbourne. Wow. Okay, I'm in Melbourne too. Like, that's pretty cool. If you ever want to meet up, do a collab, or just like, I don't know, tour or something, let me know. I always love meeting new fish hobbyists or just aquarists because I love my plants now, probably more than the fish at the moment. So I'm just really into plants. I'm collecting a bunch of Anubias in this tank for a future aquascape. But anyway, we'll get to that a bit later on. I've got like dot points I want to discuss. I probably won't get to all of them because I get sidetracked so easily. Anyway, it's hard no matter the age doing YouTube. 100%. When you're a baby, well, you can't do it by yourself unless you're super, super smart or you've got really strong muscles to actually type the computer. Anyway, that's really highly unlikely, 1 in a million chance. And then when you're going through school, you got school. And after that, when you graduate, you got uni and you've got your job. And then, well, it's different for everybody, really. Then you might like have family, or when you get old, it's like you don't understand. It's like you can't don't have the energy to make YouTube videos, or like the inspiration. I don't know, but yeah, I definitely can see it being hard for any age. It is just a challenge, and you just gotta push through. The way I just watch like some of my favorite YouTubers, and then I get the inspiration to make a video. But it takes a lot of YouTube video watching to get into making an actual video this time of the year. So I found the inspiration though. So now I'm working, and that's how I found the inspiration for this live stream because I've had a big day, school day of course, Friday. So it's Friday. Time to celebrate. It means weekend tomorrow. Hell yeah! Am I allowed to say that? Heck yeah! Anyway, let's keep up with the chat, shall we? Nanoscape 30, how's it going? What's up, my friend? Um, uh, well, I just explained myself. You explain yourself now. It's your turn. But yeah, good to see you, Nanoscape. Katie said your tank's beautiful. I love your angelfish. Yeah, this is an 80-liter, 20-gallon toll, so definitely not big enough for the angelfish. So they're going to be moving when I find the time, and I can get my parents to take me to my cousins, or their workplace, which is where the big tank is, where I originally got this pair from. But yeah, they've been breeding. They've been spawning like probably twice in this last month, which is nice. But no success raising fry. I'm not going to bother. I don't have time. Like I don't have time. So I'm just gonna, if fish breed in my new aquascapes and everything, if they like it because they're all like going to be nature style and that sort of thing, then let them breed and just naturally get fry out of them without doing anything. It's the best way for me. It's my favorite way. Of course, you don't get as many fry depending on the species, but I might try at one point when I have time. Usually the end of the year is a good time to breed fish because I've got time and it's like a more chilled part of the year too. So we'll see. Plus, I always say I'm going to breed a fish and I try and I give up. So yeah, we'll see. G'day, John Maud. How's it going? Mod in the chat, which is great. Yeah, John is a great supporter of the channel. I always say that, but yeah, he's just amazing. So hope you're doing well, John. Friday all day, buddy. Yeah, Friday. Super excited for the weekend. Especially when I have 5:40 a.m. not start. If I started school at 5:40, that'd be crazy. But I have to get up at 5:40 every morning, go to bed at 11 p.m. So how much sleep is that? Not enough. That's what I can say. So means sleeping in this weekend, like every weekend. Your tanks escaped. Very nice. I just added 6 ghost shrimp. Nice. Love ghost shrimp. What I also love about them is how cheap they are, which isn't a bad thing at all. It's great because I'm a cheap guy, and I'm actually trying to take aquascapes in a minimalistic approach. Actually, I wouldn't say minimalistic. I'm going plant heavy in all my tanks now, but I mean trying to keep the budget low because the problem with aquascaping is it's just super expensive. Like when we're talking aquascaping, we mean nature style, heavily planted aquarium with some nice hardscape, some driftwood and some rocks, that sort of thing, and a nutrient rich substrate, but aesthetically pleasing. That's not plain aquasoil, which can be, but that can actually be pricier than what you can actually do um, with the substrate. So, yeah, and also when it comes to filtration and lighting, I'm trying to keep this all cheap and minimalistic, low budget. So, you'll see me doing plenty of aquascapes over the next year, I guess. I've got actually a project coming very soon. I think it's time to show you. So, if you didn't read the title, don't read the title now. If you haven't, or you must have, if you clicked on the video, must have seen it. It said Lazarus fish. But anyway, reveal time. I was going to reveal it in a video, but I can't do that. I can't wait. Okay, so we'll do it now. Oh yeah, what is this? What is this? Well, for those who don't know what these are, which is if you're on this channel, then I'm highly sure you, if that makes sense, sure that you're gonna know what these are. These are two aquariums. Were they here last time I showed you? No. What was there last time I showed you? Wait, so let me fix this. Sorry, put it back on. Or there was just a bookshelf full of books and some little nano tanks on top. It was about 3 nano tanks, this little like 8-liter cube, and then there was like a 30-liter toll tank that just fit perfectly on that shelf, and then there was another 20-liter Kmart tank, but there ain't anymore. So I gave away the nano tank and the toll 30-liter tank to a friend. Got rid of them because I don't like them. I mean, I like the nano one, but yeah, I just gave that away to my friend, and I can always take it back if I want, which I won't do because I am a nice friend. But I'm keeping like the other 20-liter Kmart tank. So that's like in the backyard, sitting there in the rain. It's raining outside. Was at least, I don't know. But yeah, so those two tanks are Bioscape tanks, which is like I don't know, a label, fish tank label. Really high quality tanks. I mean, not high quality, but good quality. Like they're not like your unlabeled, unbranded tanks. It's like branded and it's good quality. So it was like probably about $60 more each tank than what I could have gotten them for at another fish store near me, which I don't know why I did this way, but I did. So yeah, these are two. Why don't I just show you? Put the ring light. Maybe can I make it stronger? All right, I'll put the light on. Just the bad old yellow light. Anyway, yeah, here's my head. So yeah, these are. Wait, actually, I can step over here. All right. What have we got here? This is like just my chair where I put the camera on. Oof. It's a very small room. This is my bedroom. So now I've got four aquariums running my bedroom, and I've got more planning on getting. But anyway, these tanks. You know what I love about this light that I bought? Okay, let's just give you a taste of all of it all together, huh? Look at that. It's got like a fading mode, which is really cool. We got red and pigments of red and goes all the way to yellow. We got green. These like the rows, and then we got the blue row. Ooh. Going to a pink color there. White is my favorite. That's what I'm going to be using for growing plants. The thing with this light though is that it's not a mix of the RGB. It's only like got separate color modes. But I realized just by looking at the reflection, each LED has like a mix of the colors in it. So that's handy for growing plants, but apparently it's not the most effective way of growing plants. In fact, it's pretty bad, but you can still get some success out of it. So if it doesn't end up doing any justice for the plants that are going to be going here, I might just get another light, just a good old Higa light maybe, or something similar for a cheap price. Just a cheap LED chrome light that has a lot of whites and then a couple blue, green, and red LEDs, lumens amongst it. But the key to lighting when it comes to aquascapes and trying to get the natural look out of the tank is coastal lighting. Now, the lights that you buy, like the Higa lights, when it has like a lot of the blue LEDs on them, it's not that good. Like this, but like not as many blue LEDs. But yeah, some lights you always want. I prefer to have like the setting on lights on the chrome lights. Sorry, I'm stuttering so much. On my chrome lights, you want to have more than probably about double the amount of white LEDs as blue LEDs. Because what blue does is it's great for growing the plants, but if you're trying to go for an aquascape, a professional look, well, it's not going to look good. You know what it does? Those blue LEDs kind of make the substrate, give it a pinkish hue. Also, a lot of red LEDs on the light, just like other colors besides white, can really like create an artificial look, an artificial lighting, light up the tank artificially. It just doesn't look great, and it makes a huge difference when you have just like a chrome light, because you can see this is perfect, but I just wish there was maybe three red lumens amongst it, and then maybe 4 blues, and then 4 greens. Actually, probably maybe 5 red lumens. Anyway, how many LEDs have we got? 1, 2, 3, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 20. Oh, I can't look. Okay, never mind. I'm not gonna do that. It's bright as. Anyways, the settings on this light is it's got adjustable brightness. Oh, this is 100%. It wasn't even on 100%. We'll just maybe leave it on 50% because the camera is really bad. It's not good at picking that up. Yeah, these are the same tanks. So 2 of the same tanks. And this is actually an IKEA bookshelf. It's like a really cheap bookshelf. If you're wondering how I'm going to put 2 15-gallons on this bookshelf, it's all about the plywood. So the reason these shelves can't support much weight is because there's like, if I show you, how do I get out of the way? Oh my god, okay. This is so awkward, but whatever. So you see, it's like barely supported. It's just got some framing and some nailing here, and that's really it. So it's just screwed in on the sides, and there's like no like place for the weight to like go on, or for anything to take the weight of what's on the shelf. Meaning, what I'm really trying to say is that these like pieces that stand up straight, they've got a lot of volume. They're like, what do you call it? They're like really good at holding a heavy loading weight. If that That's how you say it. Yeah, really tired, so I'm mucking up my words a lot. But yeah, what we did is we put this basically just this thick plywood over the shelf, and then all the weight of the tanks is going to go into the plywood, and then the plywood is going to take that weight onto these pieces that goes onto the floor, and it's strong enough, definitely. So the dimensions of these tanks is 60 centimeters across, 30 centimeters deep, and 36 centimeters tall. So yeah, roughly 60 liters, which means I was going to get like maybe a row of 20-liter tanks, but I decided, I mean, I love my fish too, just as much, maybe a little less, but at the moment, I'm just really into aquascaping. But yeah, the fish, I just want to have more fish in the tanks, and just like wider options too. And also, when these tanks are bigger, they're easier to maintain, to get to balance out and that sort of thing, and just sustain itself too, without me having to do much. Just like a water change here and there, and clean the glass. So I'm really excited to escape these tanks, and you can already see there's driftwood in here. I've got some nice pieces, so I've been collecting driftwood the last couple months. So expensive. Jeez, like, right, how much was this piece? This piece was $17 for that. Like, maybe it seems alright to you, but for me, where I have to pay for everything that I want in this aquarium hobby myself, just by like busking with the cello and that sort of thing. This is like about 20 minutes of busking right here just for this. I don't know, but I bought it anyway because I like driftwood and I need it for the tank, for the aquascapes. We've got, oh, look at this monster. Right, we got this piece. I'm not too sure about it though. I mean, it'll look good as a triangular composition. Just give it a shot right now, because why not? I don't know, it's just come to my mind. So if it was an island composition, it'd look good. How would I put that out? Like that. Oof. Yeah, that wouldn't look bad. Like, oh, you can't really see actually. Whatever. But yeah, basically, just got a lot of driftwood. That's not even all my driftwood. I've got, kind of bragging now, but it's just so pricey. I've got some driftwood here, and then a lot of these, if the camera picks it up, just serrated stone, and a bit of some cloudstone, I think it is. I've ordered some more small pieces, so yeah, this aquascape's going to come together really well. I've got like basically everything I need now for this tank. The only thing that I need is the plants, which I'm saving up for this weekend, and then after this weekend, I'll have enough. I'll have made the money for the tanks, meaning I can order them once I do make that money this weekend, and well, guess what? That means when they come, it's time to aquascape. So I've just been staring at the tanks, just like plantless, no water or anything in them, and I don't even want to like start scaping yet because I'm still waiting for some rocks that are going to be going to the first tank. Yeah, there's definitely gonna be a build video on that. There's gonna be a build video on every aquascape I make now. God, my voice is dry. I know I drink water really weirdly. Oh, moisturize it. Oh, that throat. Oh, I don't know why it's so dry all of a sudden. Anyway, wait, I'll put the lighting, make the lighting good again. Now that I've just shown you that bit. Okay. Here we go. This light, stop doing that. Anyway. All right, let's take a look at the chat. Got some really good quality fish from Blake's Aquatics yesterday. CPDs and swordtails. Nice. Yeah, I'm thinking of getting CPDs from him at one point because he sells them for a pretty good price, and they're definitely going to be one of the tanks in the not in the new aquascape. So it's kind of spoiling it, but in the first tank that I'm setting up, which is the one, doesn't matter. It's just the tank that had the light on it. That's the first one that's going to be set up. And I'm thinking doing a style for some platies, because I don't know, platies in a planted aquarium just look amazing. Like, get some orange platies. Oh, yes. Yes. They just, I don't know, they make the tank so much better. And they're such an active fish, too. So we'll get probably some platies and then a schooling fish of some sort. Harlequin rasboras I'm considering because I've never kept them before. And I want to because people have been loving them so much and been missing out on the fun. So I need to try and see what the hassle is with Harlequins. Plus, they do look pretty nice. I have to admit, they do look nice. So yeah, I might get them. And then for bottom dwellers, just some Otocinclus and Hillstream loaches mixed with them. That'd be nice. Maybe some Amano shrimp at one point, but the platies might eat them. Amano shrimp should be fine because they're big. Like the Australian Amano shrimp, the native ones, they get pretty big, but like big where they're not going to eat like the fish or anything. Just big where they're not edible. That's sort of big. I'm pretty sure. I'll have to do more research before I do consider them. Okay, you said they look great. Well, they're not set up yet, but yeah, I agree. The tanks themselves do look great. Good condition and everything. Of course, I just bought them in the store, so I checked before I bought them. Didn't actually, but let's just say I did, and I got some, and I picked it out right, but I just got luck. Kaylin the Carrot, how's it going? Haven't seen you on the channel before, I don't think. Hope you do. So how's it going? Sunset Jen, g'day Laz, g'day to you. Everyone can't stay, but wanted to wish all happy Friday. Woohoo! I love Fridays. Fridays are the best. Anyway, thanks for even just saying hi. Appreciate it, Jen. We got Jared said, "Wow, 2 new rimless tanks. Can't wait to see your scapes in these aquariums." Yeah, rimless. I don't think I'm ever gonna get tanks with rimmed tanks ever again. They look ugly to me now. I mean, people do make them look really good, but for me, for my own personal taste and preference when it comes to my own tanks and aquascapes, I'm steering away from rimmed tanks. I'm pretty sure you call them rimmed tanks. I just know you call rimless tanks. But yeah, rimless tanks just look so nice. So yeah, I went with them. How much were the tanks? They were $140 each. So that's $280. No, it's probably like $130. So yeah, $260 for those 2 tanks together. It was a bad idea. I should have gone the Coburg Aquarium $90 tanks. Same dimensions. Just great quality themselves, and they were $90 each. So I should have done that, but I don't know why I didn't. Anyway, I didn't. So I also change the color. Oh, oops. Oh yeah, so we've got different colors because the light is like making a huge impact on my lighting. Oh, that light is not nice. There's nothing I can really do unless I really tried. And anyway, it doesn't matter. It's manageable. Harrison Tropicals, how's it going? You must be. You're a mod on the channel, so you must be someone I know. But you must have changed your channel name, so. Oh, not 100% who this is, but yeah, how's it going? Do you like Migrang now? Do I like Migrang? Yes, I do. Spicy Migrang. It's nice. I love doing that. Okay, let's put 100% though. Good light. Oh, the spare lighting. What? Oh, look at that. All right. Anyway, let's go to my dot points, see if there's anything I want to talk about. Oh, yeah. All right, so let's talk about some of the moss. Maintaining moss in an aquarium can stump a fish keeper when, or just an aquarist, when they are about to trim some moss that's overgrown. My flame moss is growing amazing in here. Of course, you'll see it properly in my new video coming out, but the moss, yeah, it's just growing really compact and nice, but it's like growing upwards, so it looks really nice. So I was trimming it the other day, and I hadn't done any research, and so I just trimmed. Of course, I turned the filter off so that it wouldn't push the pieces of moss, the trimmings around. I didn't know moss sunk though. I thought moss floated because I'd seen some videos where the moss floated. It must have been a liverwort or something. So yeah, I trimmed it, and before I knew it, all those moss trimmings went amongst the Monte Carlo carpet, which is so frustrating, and it's like really hard. It's almost impossible to get every little piece out. And wherever like the moss just rests, it'll start growing, which is actually kind of cool. Meaning that you can just save all your trimmings, just put them in a bucket or something, and they'll start growing. Bucket with a cheap light, that'll do the trick. Then you'll have moss for future tanks and that sort of thing. But yeah, just meaning that the carpet doesn't look as great. So I did some research, did some YouTubing on plants that on methods that I can use when I'm trimming moss. And one of the methods, I think it was from Yuri. If you don't know Yuri, he's a YouTuber, but he's like he's an aquascaper, like highly professional aquascaper. High quality videos too. It's like in the filmography branch of like aquariums and aquascapes. He like does professional film productions for aquariums and that sort of thing. Really good at taking photos too for like websites and that sort of thing. But he's also got amazing tanks himself, like super high quality. And he shared his method of trimming moss without it settling down on the floor and getting everywhere. So, oh, sorry, picking out a blister. So the method was basically to get airline tubing, not airline tubing, just like air hose that you use to siphon out the water, and you get your aquascaping scissors, or just your moss. Oh no, not my wireless go. Or just your like aquascaping scissors or your spring scissors, whatever you use to trim your moss. And you get down. So what you do is you get a little canister filter. It can be as small as you want, and as cheap as you want. Doesn't really matter. And what you're going to do is connect the hose where you're sucking the water out of to that canister filter, and then the water goes straight back into the tank through the outflow. And then basically what you're essentially doing is you've got some filter floss media in that canister filter. So what you're going to do is you're going to trim the moss, and then those loose bits of moss, you can suck with the siphon. It's going to go up into the canister filter, and it's going to get stuck in the filter floss, and then the water's going to come back through into the main tank again, clean and everything. Especially if you have filter floss, it's going to clean out some other debris in the water column, and then you're going to have clean water coming to the tank, and you're also going to have like the water level barely dropping at all in that whole time. So you can go as long as you want trimming that moss, really get in there. And then it's just clean at the end. There's no little bits and pieces around. And yeah, I think I might have to invest in a small canister filter, but I do have one on one of my tanks, and I might just go to an internal filter for that tank and then use that canister filter for moss trimming. So I'm gonna have probably moss in all my aquascapes because it looks amazing. I mean, it really does help with the effect and the aesthetic look of the tanks for sure. So yeah, I know I'm gonna try that when I have the canister filter back. But in the meantime, I can always just use it when I'm siphoning out water. Just do it quickly, the moss trim. But yeah, when you're doing it just with buckets and that sort of thing, while you're like sucking out all that moss into a bucket, you're also sucking out the water, so you have to be quick and rushed, and it can actually turn out worse if you rush like that than if you just do it and let the pieces of moss, the leftover pieces, just drop. Some people actually want the moss to just spread across the tank, all the trimmings, because then they actually start growing. Like I trimmed some of the flame moss. Yeah, I trimmed some of the flame moss, and a piece like went over into a little area in the dragonstone, and it's like attached itself to the driftwood now, and like uh, its epiphyte has just like stuck itself onto the driftwood, and now it's just growing like another piece of flame moss, which is really good. Now, another thing what I'm doing with my trimmings is just putting them in some water, because then you can just grow them out, and you can just get some extra supply of the moss in case you want to use it later on, and then you can have like a really good source to get your moss from, which is just, I don't know, wherever you're gonna store your moss, wherever you're gonna put like that bucket of water or like immersed setup. I'm just putting in the water there, the nutrient-rich water. But yeah, so I was wondering how to. Oh, there's a bit of hair algae in there. Oh, hate hair algae. Anyway, so yeah, I might try that out at one point. Credit to Yuri. It's definitely a smart idea. Oh, g'day, Emil. How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well, man. I'm doing great. Yeah, today's school and that sort of thing. So, the usual. Jared, some really nice aquarium lights that are budget are the Chihiro's A2 series. They are only white lights, but so much lumens and is very bright. My tank, the Rotala Colorado, is super red. Well, I've got to search it up now. I'm intrigued. The Chihiro's A2. I think I've looked at them before. Yeah, I've looked at them before. For a 60 centimeter tank, they're like $120. So I might just stick to a $50 light with some lumens that I need, like just a bit of red lumens, bit of But who knows? This light might actually work really well. So I'll just see. I'll see how that goes. But I also have a Higa light, and it grows the Rotala rotundifolia species pink really well. This Petworks mini light, which isn't for any larger tank really, is growing the AR mini super red and the super red Rotala super red, super pink really. So I'm happy with that light, and that's like a $40 light if you think about it, I'm trying to go for that same budget for a 60 centimeter tank, but there's some good ones uh, on Amazon and eBay. Wait, so is Nicrew a brand? Because it's also like a type of light, isn't it? Yeah, I think the ones I'm looking at, the other really cheap, good plant lights on like eBay and Amazon are like Nicrew lights, um, or similar to a Nicrew light. So yeah, they do look great. And I know Nick from Keeping Fish Simple, he was just growing all of his plants from his in his old tanks when he had like only 6 old aquariums. So he had like just cheap eBay LED lights on them, like Nicrew sort of lights. They grew his plants really well. I mean, he wasn't like an aquascaper at all. He was just had some planted aquariums, but I think he could still get away with it for a lot of the plants, because the plants that I'm keeping, I'm actually trying to keep easy plants, but you can still make the tank look professional. Bucephalandra, that's a really nice looking plant that you'd think would be hard to grow or to get colored up, but really isn't. Super hardy plant, super easy to grow. I've got some Bucephalandra species Gorilla, species Brownie Phantom Mini, and some Catherine in this tank. Now the Catherine is doing really amazing, and that's actually on other websites they sell it for a lot, like $50 for 5 to 6 leaves. But I bought it from Aquazone for like $15 for 5 to 6 leaves, and now it's like growing in a really nice amount. Maybe it's like a different subspecies. Maybe the one I was looking at that's more expensive is probably like a more high end Bucephalandra Catherine. It's probably like a couple different subspecies of them. I don't know. I'm just assuming here and hope I'm right. But yeah, I've like been really trying to find some online places to online plant stores to find actually good amounts of rhizome plants, because you just buy them and they're like slow growers usually. Like they can grow fast in some conditions, but in the conditions that I'm planning on putting them in are not those conditions. So I've been trying to find some good sources for Anubias, Java Fern, and Bucephalandra. Bucephalandra just is hard to find in Australia, full stop. There are websites, of course, that I'm looking at and considering, and even on eBay and stuff, they sell Bucephalandra. But yeah, it's just not something you come across too much in aquarium stores. Nature Aquariums is the only place I've seen Bucephalandra in my area, like in store. So I bought a couple of them. Jara was recently near Melbourne to watch the Manchester United game. I don't know what that is. Is it like footy or rugby or something? I don't know. But yeah, that sounds fun. Yeah, I'll show you for a sec. So I've been collecting Anubias. Right, you're gonna have to stare at my butt, won't you? Right. Really grimy lid. Please, I'm just bad with keeping my lids clean. It's like the last thing I worry about. It should be the last thing I worry about because it's not even important. Alright. Let's get our hands wet, shall we? Alright, hopefully I can help some of you out too who are also looking for Anubias in good amounts for a good price. Because I always like to start just buy a lot of Anubias and just get that in the tank just to make it look good straight away instead of buying a little amount and waiting for it to grow. I'm impatient, so I have to have like the amount I want in the tank straight away to be completely happy. And of course you want to be completely happy with your tanks. Okay, so the first piece I've got here is Anubias Nana. So this is just the Anubias Nana. That's all it is. It's a bit larger than your Petite. Your Petite is your smaller leaved Anubias, because Petite in French means small. So yeah, it's just the Anubias Nana. So it's like the main species that the Petite and the coin and everything comes from. So yeah, that's a nice one. Just bought that from Nature Aquariums, which is a local fish store. So that's just going to be like as a little detail somewhere in the tank, not really that significant. Now, that's probably like still great, but it's probably like the least exciting plant out of the Anubias. I've got some Anubias Nana coin. Really good clump, actually. Like, basically, actually, I'll get all my Anubias coin in here because I've got altogether this much Anubias coin, which is a really good amount, and this was for $40. 40 Australian dollars, 40 buckaroos for this big clump of Anubias Nana coin. Oh, maybe it's not a lot, but let's count the leaves. It's like over 30 leaves, which is really good. Basically an eBay seller. If you want to contact me privately, I can always give you the link to him. I don't want to like put it out in the public. I mean, it's promotion, but I want the Anubias too. I don't want them to be sold out and everything. Not that they will be, because I don't have too many people that would be interested. Yeah, that's my Anubias Nana coin. These are like all these Anubias and boosters are for the new tank. One of the new tanks, at least. The one that I'm going to be escaping first. This one is Anubias Nana Petite. Very nice. I mean, that one little leaf is pretty bad. You know what we do when we get a leaf like that? You know how we save this plant? Take it off. We don't want this on our Anubias Nana Petite, because what's going to happen is... Oh, wait, actually, I need that leaf. This leaf is decaying. It's like got a nutrient deficiency. Something wrong with it. It's actually kind of half broken off on the plant, so that might have been why it wasn't getting all the nutrients it needed from like the roots. So basically, why you don't want to have this on your plant in case it kind of revives the leaf, it won't. Because and since it won't, there's no point having it on. Because what's also going to happen is it's going to be putting the main plant is going to be putting all of its energy, a lot of its energy at least, into this little leaf, which you don't want, because then they're going to leave some of the other plants to start rotting and decaying and getting holes in them and having all sorts of deficiencies, and therefore it's just going to make your plant look bad, and it's just going to kill it over time. Also, Anubias reacts really slowly, like it dies slowly. Like your Anubias could be dead, but you don't realize until 3 months or something. So that's pretty interesting. But yeah, this Anubias Nana Petite, just take out that dead leaf. Doesn't matter if it's not as many leaves as you want it to be, with the dead leaves taken off. It's just gonna get a better plant. So why would you sacrifice the whole plant for one leaf, then, or a couple leaves? Then yeah, I don't know. I lost my train of thought there. Anyway, what have we got here? Yeah, I don't know what this is. I think this is Anubias Nana Petite again. This is like one that I found in one of my tanks, and I don't keep Anubias Nana Petite in any of my tanks, so I don't know where this came from, but it's here, so I'm happy. So yeah, we'll put that there. Oh yeah, and another little one that I found. I don't know where this came from, but yeah, we got some more Anubias Nana. I think that's just Anubias Nana. Yeah, I'm not sure, but yeah, it's a nice little detail point for somewhere in the new Aquascape. what have we got here? So here we've got Bucephalandra Wavy Green. In fact, I've got 3 of them. They don't look like a wavy green. I'm pretty sure they're a wavy green. That's what they were labeled at the fish store. Here, this is the Anubias. I've got barely any because I cannot find any good amounts of this Bucephalandra anywhere. So that's what I'm trying to do now. I'm trying to find some places, some sources to actually get a good amount of this stuff because I love it so much. So yeah, just basically that's all the Anubias. Oh, really hard to show. That's all the Anubias going into the tank. I've got actually one like more piece of Anubias that's going to go in. But yeah, that's basically it. Anubias wise. Put it back in the tank. Don't want them to dry out. It's the last thing I want to happen to me. And then what I like to do while I'm at it is grab some Seek and Flourish. Good stuff. People say it's a really bad product. I mean, there's better products out there, but I'm a cheap guy, cheap fish keeper. I'm going with some cheap fertilizer. The Flourish XL, Seek and Flourish XL is not a fertilizer. That's liquid carbon, liquid CO2. I've also got that for algae, but yeah, you don't want to put that in your tank unless you need to for algae issues, maybe some other issues. But yeah, so the Flourish, just the Seek and Flourish, is their fertilizer in their line of Flourish. And I've got some Flourish Iron that I use in this tank that brings out the reds really well. That's probably the main reason why the AR Mini and the Blood Red Rotala is growing well. Anyway, so what I'll do is grab a pipette with oh no, spilt on the bed. That's not good. It's a very smelly product too. Anyway, just put some drops in the little nursery for the Anubias just to get those new leaves coming out really nicely within the next week. So that's when they're going to be going into the new aquascape. Maybe it's just for the other plants in this tank too. Yeah, there's some drops here and there. It's really that easy. Yep, too easy. Hope you can hear me, because not sure how good the microphone is at picking my voice up from over there. I'll put this light down too, so you don't. Oh, sorry, Jared. Soccer. I don't watch soccer at all, so I wouldn't know. But definitely looks fun to go to in person, so hope you enjoyed that. Smells like medicine. I don't know. It smells really weird. Gives me the shivers. Anyway, Mini Guppy, how's it going? Welcome. Hope you're doing well, man. Inlet tanks looking good. Yes, I agree. Plants are growing nicely. Bit of algae, but that's good. Means the tank is balancing itself out. Definitely, I am also trying to get rid of it myself too, alongside of it. So yeah, doing my best. I would prefer using Anubias Petite. Yeah, well, there's different textures I want to go for in my tanks. So like there'll be some Anubias Nana here, and then some Anubias Nana Petite here. So like there'll just be a bit of everything, I guess. But yeah, maybe the last thing I want to show you guys, and we'll wrap up the stream, is this this plant. Like, this is amazing. So if you've got a big aquarium and you're looking for Anubias in a really nice amount for a good price, like really good price, Scape Shop is the way to go. So I did a test order to see what their plants are like, just judging by one plant, but usually that's at least better than ordering like $200 worth of plants from them and getting like some really poor quality plants. From now on, before I order from somewhere, I always like to do a test order. Let's take out this plant. Right, I'll show you guys. It's a crazy plant. Oh my god, there's so much Vallisneria and red root floaters. I have to get that all out. Right, there we go. I know, I've gone Anubias crazy, haven't I? Got the Anubias fever. Anyway. Oh, that's dripping everywhere. Take the red root floater out. Yes. Oh, just let me fix this. Right. This is, believe it or not, Anubias Nana. Yeah, look, big leaves, like super big leaves. I'm like, how did they manage to grow it this big? Like, that's crazy. This is, yeah, Anubias Nana. What I just showed you before, those small leaves, not Petite, but Nana, which is still pretty small. Like, Nana is in Nano, I think. I don't know, I'm assuming that. But yeah, look at this. Look at the root. I don't want to bring it over the computer because it's wet, but look at the root system on that. The rhizome. So this is $25. $25. That is cheap. Like, really cheap. So Escape Shop, they actually sell their plants in bulk, basically, for good price. Not like a wholesaler does, but their plants are just so healthy, and they're like in such big numbers when you buy them for like a normal price that you buy for like half the amount. It's just amazing. It's even got some flowering buds happening. So that one here, it's got some seeds in it. Apparently, you can use those seeds pollinate them. Pollinate. What am I saying? Fertilize, pollinate them. So that sort of thing. Yeah. Oh wait, Jeffrey, how's it going? You gonna have to take boy out of your name soon. Yeah, I probably will. But that would be catastrophic because changing a channel name can lead to a lot of confusion and that sort of thing. Anyway, yeah, we'll see how that goes. Could still be boy though when I'm 18. I don't know. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. Have to look at Scape Shop if $25 gives you that monstrosity. Yep. Yeah, like that's basically how it came in. It's been growing for about 3 weeks now, but it hasn't been growing too much. Like it's just been keeping itself as a nice healthy plant because it's very very poor lighting in that tank. Like this is a horrible light, but very weak too. But it's getting some light so it can keep itself looking nice. That's basically what you get for $25. And I was like, it can't be real. So I just had to test try them before I do consider them. And that's actually the website I'm going to be using for a majority of my plants for the next aquascape, the new aquascape. Because they have Liliopsis in pots. You get them for the normal amount. You get them for like $10. You get them for $10, but you get like double the amount in one pot, just by judging by the photos. But they definitely have good. They definitely they definitely photograph their plants really well, where I can get a sense of how big they actually are, which is pretty big. But I'm pretty sure they're grown immersed, so they'll probably like melt a little, and to grow back new smaller leaves. But still, really good. So and all their other plants, yeah, they look really nice. Like their Java ferns, all their rhizome and epiphyte plants, they look in real good condition. And this is actually from Pisces, so surprise, Pisces sells Anubias in this amount. Anyway, so there'll probably be a proper review video coming soon on them. I don't know, but I'm excited to get some plants from this website. Definitely not using this in the new aquascape though. Look how big that is. Compare it to the 20-liter right there. It's like right up at the glass. Yeah, that's big. I mean, it'd be nice to actually do a 20-liter tank, Kmart tank aquascape, and have this as have it like a minimalistic sort of tank. And this would be great in it. Like, just have this, maybe some smaller Anubiases, and maybe some, no stem plants actually. Maybe some mid-ground and foreground plants here and there, like some Ludwigia, and maybe Monticello or something, or some moss rocks. And that's really, oh my god, sorry, my voice is something weird there. And that's it. That'll look really nice, actually. I'm thinking of doing that sort of style tank at one point. I might do it on a small scale in a 20-liter, and if it looks really nice, I could always do it on a bigger scale, like maybe in this tank, and as a ram tank. These are just ideas that come into my head that I usually don't end up doing, but I think that might be an idea that I might do at one point soon, too. So that's going to be fun. Also, one more thing, those rimless tanks I showed you. So there's going to be two rimless tanks there. I'm going to put this Anubias back quickly. Right. It's really hard to get that plant in and out of the tank. It's so big. Right. If I show you the shell. Yeah, in a minute. So there's going to be these two 60-liter tanks, and underneath, it's really hard to show, at the bottom here in these two bottom shelving compartments, that's basically well supported because it's got like, see, it's got like these pieces of wood that support weight really well. So that's actually like constructed great for, all I'm thinking is 4 Kmart tanks, or at least 2 Kmart tanks and maybe a slightly bigger tank, a longer tank, and then maybe a smaller cube sort of thing. Just, basically 4 tanks along here. Meaning we're gonna have, we're gonna have 8 aquariums in this room, and then 2 other aquariums, so that makes it 10. That's in the future though. We've already got one of the tanks though. That's easy, and the Kmart tanks are super cheap, like $30. So basically already done. But yeah. Also, I ordered this the other day. Oops. Anyway, this is some. I'll bring the microphone closer. This is just what is it? Frenzy Fish Feeds. It's just like gravel, and I just bought this little amount because it's gonna be like decorative gravel. Really, really helps with aquascapes. If you're not familiar with empty fish tanks, use it. It helps so much to bring an aquascape to the next level. So, yeah, this is going to be used as the decorative gravel, along with the Seachem Onyx, which is, I'll get it out. It's like that sort of substrate. I've got like, I think it's 6 kilograms of this down there. Like, haven't used a single piece of it yet. But yeah, that's also great decorative gravel. Like, mix that. So like first of all, put these down, and then put like the finer the gravel, which is like the finer decorative layer on top of that. Not layer, just like substrate. The decorative layer is just the sand. So that's just plain sand. Wait, oh no, I ordered quartz sand. Sorry, right. The plan with the substrate system for the next aquascape is going to be bags of aqua soil, mesh bags. But you're gonna I'm gonna repeat all this in the build video, of course. Oh. Yeah, in the build video. So the alright, sorry. When I talk too long, my voice goes really weird and random. But yeah, the substrate layer I'm thinking of doing is bags of like little mesh bags of the aqua soil as the nutrient layer, and then a couple little Seachem flourish tabs. I love my Seachem at the moment. I don't know why, but just gotten a lot of their products. And oh yeah, and then put just some play sand on top of that. You get 20 kilograms of Bunnings for $10. So that's going to be that's going to give us a lot of height in the tank. And then you put down your hardscape and that sort of thing. And then you put the decorative gravel on top of that, on top of the rocks mainly in the hardscape. And it goes and then some of the open spaces of the actual substrate. Anyway, you'll see when I do the build. Anyway, it's time to wrap up anyway. Very last minute live stream. Hopefully the next live stream will be more planned, a couple days behind, so that we actually people know about it before it happens. So we haven't had many people today, which is all good. And thank you for everyone who's watched the stream. I appreciate it. And I guess I'll see you in the weekend video, actually. The video coming out this weekend. Hopefully it comes out this weekend. Hopefully nothing interrupts me. But yeah, just letting you know, uploads will be random. Very random. So just a disclaimer, you're going to be a keen supporter of the channel. Yeah, I'm a very random person. So yeah, you'll see an upload come here and there. Come and go, usually. So yeah, anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Have an awesome day. And I'll see you all. Oh, have a great weekend because it's Friday. Woohoo. And I'll see you guys later. Stay fluffy.